Hi everyone!
こんにちは、What's up?
Kyoko to John の Cultural Insight.
Yay! Alright!
This is Vol.1.
Yes, Vol.1.
And today we are going to talk about the food.
Food. I love food.
I
love food.
I love food.
和食でも anything.
And Niku.
Oh, she's calling me the Niku King. This is the kind of person she is.
He said it himself.
I never said that. She just looks at my stomach and the Niku King. Okay. No, I am. I'm the Niku King. I love meat, but I also love fish, Japanese food.
So I'm wondering which do you prefer? Japanese food, American style food?
Well, that's a really good question. I grew up in America, so I'm used to cheese and gravy and ketchup and all these kind of and deep fried and a lot of oils and so basically anything that's not good for your body. And so not only I can't do that.
Okay.
But so the taste, I love the taste of American food. However, once I came to Japan, I realized that there are so many different subtle little differences in tastes.
Yes.
And my tongue began to adapt or change to Japanese foods, cuisine. A couple of examples are chocolates. American chocolates, I tasted Japanese chocolates. I thought they were a little light in taste.
That's right.
Yeah, not enough sweetness.
And maybe you often have chocolate with Coke, right? In America?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Coke is with everything. Everything.
With meal and with sweet, everything.
I have another story about Coca-Cola, but chocolates, Japanese chocolates were lighter and not as sweet, I thought. And so when my family would send chocolates from America and I tried it, I realized how sweet, how much sugar's in it. So my taste slowly began to change to Japanese, yes. And also the portions, the size, the American size.
Huge.
Just very.
But you take leftovers.
Yes, take them home.
Yeah.
Sure. Take home the leftovers. Take home your friends' leftovers. All of it. Just take it home, and just eat it when you go home.
Friends.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
Well?
I thought she was gonna hit this at the Niku King.
Niku King.
But
Because of that.
But I do want to say this: Japanese food is really good because I think they put a lot of thought and feeling into the foods, and there's a great balance in Japanese food. The white rice balances with the miso soup, and it balances with the fish or something, and it balances and also has the tsukemono, and even the drink that you drink. Everything works together.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever tried a kaiseki ryori?
Yes, I did when I first got here, and I ate some, and soon right after I went to eat curry because I wasn't full. And
Too small portion.
yeah, the portions were small. At that time, I was a picky eater. Pick this and pick that one. Very picky, and so I really didn't like it then. But now it's completely different. I love my tastes have become Japanese.
Maybe your DNA affects you a little bit.
I think so, yes. course, I'm half Japanese and half American. But when I came to Japan, I felt that I was 80% American and 20% Japanese. When I first arrived, and I was 27 or 28 years old. Now, 30 years later, it's completely opposite.
Wow.
I feel I'm 80% Japanese now with a 20% American.
So
This is the 20% right here. This is the American part.
the other day, you said about what's the real Japanese.
Yeah, I know. That question is because I have been told シェルトンさんは日本人より日本人らしいと言われたことがある。And so I felt so. I felt I'm very Japanese, but I'm not sure what does that mean to be 日本人らしい. What is that? I want to ask anybody watching or ask you.
Maybe we are trying to figure it out the deeper parts, right?
If someone said, "Oh, Kyoko, you are so Japanese," what would you take the meaning of that? What would you take as the meaning of "You're so Japanese"?
Actually, maybe their attitude to others who are communicating with each other. Maybe once I listen to them and try to find something I can react them. So this is I think it's the Japanese, very Japanese.
相手の話を聞いて、
Yes.
それ
And pick up the similar, correct words to respond. Just
よく考えてからした。
yes, after thinking about.
なるほど。I think many Americans will とにかくもう喋る。後で考えて。
Yeah.
But okay, no, that's a good point. I have a few friends, Japanese friends, and I really 尊敬する because they do that, like you said, they listen first, and before they reply, they think, and it's very nice. It's very nice to I feel they're really listening to what I say. So interesting. My thought, you are so Japanese, is I think if an American says, "Oh, Kyoko, you are so Japanese," the feeling is you're very shy and you push down your own feeling. You don't say anything you want to do. You really push everything down. Is the image, I think.
Yes.
We Westerners have.
Yeah, actually, I think I felt that kind of things in other countries. They have an image for Japanese people, and they think that all Japanese are very shy kind of stubborn or closed. That's
it. Yes.
Inside.
Yes.
And say nothing to others.
Gama. Yeah.
The patience. But I don't think it's all the Japanese are like that.
Only she's different.
Wow.
You say it back.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So it's depend on the personality. Even for Japanese and Americans, British. Yeah. So I'm so confused.
Well, I love what you just said. As an English teacher, I've taught English in Japan for almost 30 years. And almost all of the students, if you ask a simple question, like, what's your opinion? What do you think about something? They won't say anything. Nothing comes out. And so
I think it's because they have they might not be able to receive what you were saying, just it, and try to pretend to understand what you have said. That's why they look like, seems like looking for some words and thinking something, but nothing, because of that.
30 years has been a lie. I thought I'm communicating, and they're like, what is he talking about? Don't ask me anything.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And
okay.
Maybe
That makes sense.
Most of us are a little afraid to ask questions to clarify the
But you know what? I just remember one of the greatest kotowazas I've ever read is Japanese, and it's 聞くのは一緒の恥、聞かぬは一緒の恥。That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I really.
How do you say it in English?
It was translated. I think it was translated as, to ask is a moment's shame. To not ask is a lifetime's shame.
I see.
And I really love that because even I get shy and nervous and don't want to say, but I remember that proverb, and it's just so wonderful. So I'm wondering, why don't they ask more questions? Why are they so shy to ask?
So maybe we need to change our mind at first.
Yeah, I hope as a half. I love Japan. I mean, you probably, maybe you can tell, you understand. I love Japan. So I want the Japanese to really succeed and be happy in life. And I think one important thing is to be able to say your ideas. And don't worry, don't be shy, don't be, embarrassed, but say your ideas. Of course, don't hurt. Like, don't say, hey, you look like a Nico King. Don't say that. Yeah, just be kind.
My bad.
Be kind. Say, hey, you have a slightly large stomach. That's okay. But yeah, say your opinions. I think that's important.
This time I tried.
Can I ask you a question? If I asked you the typical Japanese, oh, you're so Japanese. What is, oh, John, you're so American. What would your opinion of, what is that?
Yeah.
Because this is intercultural, the cultural insight.
Yes,
so
yes.
What is the, oh, you're an American.
To see foreign friends, my foreign friends, I always find the difference between food culture,
Oh, it's food.
eating culture, and especially with the American friends, I have completely different eating style. For example, to have a evening meal, I always enjoy eating and drinking together at the same time.
I mean, drinking alcohol and eating?
Alcohol and eating.
Okay.
But no rice. But not just to focus on drinking. But most American friends just enjoy drinking. After that, they like to go to McDonald's or something like that and eat something. So that's the biggest difference between American and Japanese. And compared with British friend or Spanish friend, they are a little similar to mine.
Oh, interesting.
My custom, my habit.
That's interesting.
So that's why to see the
Okay. So
favorite food or
your impression of Americans are just we're drinkers. Just, we love to drink. It could be. I know that there is no izakaya culture in America, so we don't have 10 friends go to the restaurant and drinking and grabbing, eating foods, and it's the restaurant is a place you sit down and enjoy the meal, and then after you go out to drink. Yeah, you're right. But I didn't know that the European cultures are similar to Japanese regarding eating and drinking. Okay, makes sense.
a little.
Okay.
So actually it's difficult to say what is the most Japanese like or the most American like.
Sure.
But maybe there's something we can see and we can find the difference for ourselves. It's the culture difference
Okay.
for ourselves.
それこれ視聴者、見てる人に聞けばいいそのコメント。
ああ、そうですね。
The ideas、日本人とどう？
じゃあぜひ
Or what do you think about Americans? What's your image?
アメリカ人ってどんなイメージかとか、日本人っぽいってどんな感じかっていうのがあればですね、
ぜひ
皆さんも教えてほしいですね。で、こういうのを語り合って自分の中ではっきりさせていくっていうのが英語を使う上ですごく大事なコンセプトだと思うので、
日本の文化は本当に素晴らしいので、ぜひ世界に英語で伝えてほしい。そうプライドを持って日本のいいところはこうだよと、日本人はそういうことをしないよって、ぜひ英語で、世界の人に伝えていただければもう幸いです。
はい。じゃあ今日はですね、なぜかフードから来たので真面目な話にいつもなっちゃうみたいな感じで、どうしてもこういうのが好きなディメンシアということで今日もディメンシアで終わりたいと思います。バイフォーナー。